Hello, everybody. We are back. It's been a little bit. Our last one was Taste of Cherry in LA. Had a wonderful time.
It was a beautiful trip.
Fantastic trip.
Yeah.
All-timer. And we'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will be back.
It was such a good time. Some great moments. Saw Taste of the Cherry in Vidiot's a ripe screening.
Went to the actual Mulholland Drive and saw some freaky stuff.
We did.
Yep.
Saw Mickey 17.
Yep.
Oh, we haven't done Mickey 17 yet. Do we need to do Mickey 17?
No, I don't know.
I will say Mickey 17 was in the bracket, and then I took it off.
Thank you.
Spoiler alert, we all kind of thought Mickey 17 was just okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty mid.
Yeah.
It was a little disappointing. But anyway.
But even though life has been trying to keep us at bay, you know, the boys are back in town, and it's time.
Against all odds.
Against all odds, and it's time to do the annual bracket.
We might not get it to you in time. Maybe we can get it to you by Monday.
Because the championship's Monday.
Observe the
Championship's Monday. Yeah.
The championships. But we missed March. But this is still technically March Madness.
Yeah,
so we're not late.
It's still bracket season.
We're on time.
Okay.
I mean, the Final Four is tonight, so.
Yeah, exactly. 'Tis the season.
Yep.
So I feel like, this is our second annual installment of the March Madness bracket. That'll probably incentivize us to, watch some more films, because that's going to be 124 that we've gone through. So next year, I mean, a whole new slate of movies. We're going to have to up our game.
Pit up against each other.
Yeah, and there are, I will say, there are some repeats on here, but there's a lot of new stuff that we've all watched in the last year, whether that be like you two watched it for the first time or we all watched it for the first time together. Like, there's a bunch of new stuff. So
I'm fiending. I'm ready to dive in.
We were talking in the group chat, just all expressing how excited we are to get into this.
Yeah.
I haven't looked. I mean, Mason, made the bracket and the entries, but he randomized it a couple times. I have not looked at it yet.
I know the movies, but
pretty fresh for all of us. But we are excited to get into it.
All right.
Without further ado.
Okay, so I will say four movies got a bye just randomly, and those are Spirited Away, A New Hope, Mad Max Fury Road, and Trainspotting.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
shall we get started?
I'm gonna have to move my mic. Just
yeah, I mean
you're welcome to grab it.
The first one's pretty interesting.
All right. Well, for the people listening at home, what is our first matchup?
In the 32 seed, that's crazy.
Don't even say the seed, man.
No, yeah, okay. We have Christopher Nolan's 2014 Interstellar, and we have 2006?
7, I think.
2007 Ratatouille.
Thank you, Jacob. Ratatouille.
Yeah. I'm going with the Rat on this one, personally.
I feel like most people this would be an easy decision. I feel like most people would be like, yeah, it's Interstellar, no duh. But
I'm gonna go Ratatouille.
This is a conversation we had like the last bracket for a lot of choices, but my emotional and childhood bond to Ratatouille is that of an anchor, and you can't move the anchor.
I think it might be Pixar's best work.
No,
I mean it's up there. It
might be my
it's definitely
favorite.
it's like top
favorite
5
Pixar
for sure,
movie.
probably.
I think it might be my favorite Pixar movie. I don't know.
I think
like,
it's
really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think, dude, that Brad Bird.
It's Pixar firing on all cylinders. Really.
Yeah, it is. But I will say, like, it's hard to say, like. I mean, Interstellar might be the better movie, maybe.
I guess.
I'm
like,
willing to hear it.
I don't know. I feel like Brad Bird is like considered like one of the animation goats, and his run of Iron Giant, Incredibles to Ratatouille in like a 7-year span is just like that. That's insane. Those are all just great movies.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
I think we got to go Ratatouille.
Yeah, I think Interstellar. I mean, it's beautiful visually. Just narratively, and it's Nolan, so I understand, but it's a little dry, and I think the visuals and honestly the score. I don't love the score. It's beautiful. Obviously, there's some really lovely moments to it. But I think the score, the sound, the visuals really like save that film because there's not a ton to it.
I play Mountains every morning.
What's up? No, you're good. Come in.
Clarissa cameo. Hey, Clarissa. Have you seen Interstellar?
No, I really
Okay, we're doing Interstellar versus Ratatouille. This is the bracket.
Yeah.
Ratatouille's so much better.
All right. Well, then that's 4.
There we go.
Okay.
I think we were already leaning that way anyway. So
Anything from Starbucks.
I'm okay, but thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'll see ya.
Well, we got the Clarissa seal of approval.
Yes.
on-
Okay.
So I think that sends Ratatouille off.
there we go. Okay. Up next we have Uncut Gems and Fantastic Mr. Fox. 2 very different movies.
This is my same argument for Ratatouille.
Oh no!
Just
Come
too,
on, Jacob.
my guy. It's just too. It's too embedded in my DNA.
Mhm.
You can't. I can't go against it at the moment.
That I really, really, really do like Fantastic Mr. Fox. This has to be Uncut Gems, right?
I'm rocking with Uncut Gems. And I'm sorry to see Fantastic Mr. Fox go. I know how much this movie means to Jacob, but I've only seen Uncut Gems once. But the viewing experience that I had, that is one of the most gripping, enthralling, and just kind of like sickening viewings that I've ever had. You truly feel just a compounding sense of dread that few films can really go toe to toe with. I mean, it's a complete. It's like kind of in a category of its own, I think, and as far as like your experience watching it and how the viewer interacts with it. It's claustrophobic. It's frantic. The performances are incredible. We see Kevin Garnett acting. I mean, like, yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
they
the
did it.
Safdie brothers, and the color grading, the score, Low Patton. I mean, it is kind of the best that. It's one of the best films of the 2010s, and it's
For sure.
like I think it's one of the great films of the 21st century. It captures the feeling of like art and sort of the zeitgeist of independent film.
The
I'm gonna
tough thing about this is
I'm going to copy
They're
paste that for Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Sure, yeah,
What?
no,
Yeah.
you totally can. I mean, if you look at the production of how they like recorded the sound, they weren't in a booth; they were outside just with the boom. It like
Yeah.
the way
Yeah.
they made that film is awesome, and it's one of Wes's best. So like,
I
truly,
think I think what these films are trying to accomplish are 2 very different things, but they both accomplish what they're trying to at the highest level. That's the tough thing about this.
Mhm.
Like they're both kind of perfect.
Yeah.
Because I do think Fantastic Mr. Fox is Anderson's best movie.
Yeah, me too. And
So,
like I
which is
rewatched
kind of funny.
I rewatched Fantastic Mr. Fox a few months ago. I kind of forgot like how strong the emotional beats are. Like I wasn't expecting to get like that emotionally invested for a movie I've
No,
already seen, like,
that's
40 times.
It's
you know?
great.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say it's Tenenbaums or Fantastic Mr. Fox for me, but yeah, I mean, this is one of those where it's just tough to see a great one go out, but like, you know, they're both so good.
It's a tough matchup in the first
Yeah.
round, but like I said, these are basically all going to be really good movies.
Man,
So
another good
it's
one.
Gonna be tough.
All heartbreakers today. All right.
No
what's next?
Minecraft movie in here, so.
Yeah, it will be next year
Oh, you know it.
when it comes around.
Okay, next up. You want to?
Wait. Where'd we go?
Oh, I mean, I'm going Uncut Gems, so I feel like that's the decision.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I gotta go uncut. I'm sorry, Jacob.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Adios.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll give Fantastic Mr. Fox the Boromir send off.
It's nice that there's 3
we'll
of
put
us,
it-
so there's always gonna be a tie.
We'll put it in the canoe and let it wash down the waterfall.
Yeah, just like the rat who got washed down the
Yeah.
sewer.
Okay. Next up, what do we got?
Good Will Hunting versus Alien.
which is like a sneaky good matchup. Or
No, that's I gotta say that both of these levels are like a solid 9 for me. Like they're like literally on the exact same level.
What, you could talk me into it either way. I don't know.
This is very difficult.
Such a good matchup, such different movies. And I like them probably about the same amount too.
Good Will Hunting is so interesting because it obviously catapulted Affleck and Damon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so cool to go back and watch them, and it's like, oh, they just wrote that, and they were like kind of fresh out of college, and they like made it, and now they're like 2 of the biggest movie stars ever. But I think if you had a gun to my head, I would say Alien is probably the better movie. I don't know.
I'm with you on that actually. I think I would go Alien. I mean, you look at the visuals. I mean, it's just astounding. The practical effects they use, the atmosphere, the brand of horror that they kind of paved the way of. It's not jump scare based. It's all tension. Sigourney Weaver. I mean, it's a great time.
I think it's like top 2 Ridley.
Yeah,
it might be 1.
It's fantastic, and you got the Jerry Goldsmith score. I mean, like it's just.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's a great movie.
Jacob?
Man, I'm buffering. Like this is really difficult. I'm not sure what else I can add. These are both movies I've only seen once, but they were both fantastic first watches. You know, I kind of agree. I think Alien might be the better movie, but I feel like I resonated with Good Will Hunting a little more. And like I think we talked about, I don't remember which episode it was that we talked about this. I think it might have been the 2024 ranked, but sci-fi is not necessarily like my wheelhouse sometimes. So like I feel like I'm leaning Good Will Hunting slightly.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would rather watch Good Will Hunting.
Probably so. Yeah.
Although I do really like Alien, I think Good Will Hunting is like the Robin Williams stuff kind of takes it over the the top for me, where it's like it kind of brings it to a new level.
Yeah, and like in the greater scheme of Ridley, I don't know. I actually kind of like Blade Runner and Thelma and Louise a little more than Alien, personally.
I haven't seen Thelma. For me, it's like Blade Runner and Alien are like kind of the 2 clear cut, where that like his style and his direction is like so apparently amazing.
Dude, Thelma and Louise is just...
Adeline was talking about it.
So good.
She'd have watched that. She's taken a really cool class. It's called Women Behaving Badly in Film, which is like the coolest class ever. I mean, if we could take that as an elective, but actually, shout out to her. Let me check. She has a tag on Letterboxd for that specifically. I'm gonna run through some of the picks that they've.
I do need to watch Thelma.
But I will say shout out Alien, I guess, but I'm gonna go with Good Will Hunting on this one.
Okay, they've watched Carrie, Heathers, Thelma and Louise, Double Indemnity, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, Mildred Pierce, Written on the Wind, Set It Off, and Babyface. So
nice,
like
a lot of classics.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff a lot of stuff that I haven't seen.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, same. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna check those out. But yeah, shout out to Ridley Scott. And with that, Alien advances.
I don't know.
Next up, are we good? Oh no, I just saw
we don't know what we're taking. Where are we taking?
Wait. No, I picked Good Will Hunting. I guess you picked Alien.
I picked Alien too.
Okay, I guess I'll go Alien. That's
this next one. This next one is. These are all good, man. Okay.
Oh Lord, have mercy. The next one's tough.
What is the next one?
We've got David Fincher's The Social Network versus Jonathan Glazer's Under the Skin.
That's tough.
I think I've got my answer.
I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Someone.
Social Network is so good, though. Oh man.
I mean, it's like, what do you?
No.
What Under the Skin is trying to accomplish is like way more impressive to me. But The Social Network is so exacting, and it has
works.
that Fincher thing where it's like it's basically just perfect.
When Fincher fires on all cylinders, it's as close to perfection as you can get within movies, if that makes sense.
Yes, and this is also like two of the best scores ever, or the past 20 years.
Yeah.
Like
Century so far.
Yeah.
You've got Reznor and Ross, who, I mean, their work speaks for themselves. You know, they got the Nine Inch Nails stuff, obviously, but Social Network, they recently did Challengers. They did the stuff with Soul. They're doing the new Tron, which
Tron
the trailer's
Ares.
dropping soon.
Trailer.
Hey, the new Tron movie, I am so excited.
No,
Beyond
I
excited.
actually am too. I hate Jared Leto. I'm not a Jared Leto fan,
Oh,
but
no, I didn't know
gosh,
that.
I pray it's good.
All hype just went out the window for Ethan.
Yeah, you said Joe Loud, and I went, huh. But no, but yeah, Reznor and Ross, and then Michael Levi. Or Levy. I apologize. Their work is just genius, and they do some really, really incredible stuff. And Under the Skin is probably my favorite score from them. But okay, does anybody have a?
I
pick
feel
ready
like
to go?
I would lean. I think about Under the Skin way more, and I think that's like an oh my gosh, incredible work. A little bit more than Social Network is. I'm not exactly sure if Social Network is even Fincher's best movie.
I feel like they both like fill different like boxes for me. Like when I think of Under the Skin, I just I think of like the beach sequence and those trips to the Black Void and like the ending and stuff. Like there's like some unforgettable imagery and like locales in Under the Skin, but then at the same time Social Network is like almost the opposite, where it's like a lot of like the dialogue is just so tight, and everything about it is just so electric. We all think about when he storms into the office, that like that's just.
And the ensemble cast, man, you've got Eisenberg, you've got Garfield, you've got Armie
Justin
Hammer,
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
You just
Rooney Mara?
slept with Sean Parker.
Yeah, you slept on Sheldon Parker.
You just slept on. Yeah.
Dakota Johnson for like 2 minutes. But yeah, it's impressive.
I'll whatever you all want to go here, I'm cool with. I don't really care. Like they're both
Honestly,
great.
I might go with Social Network. Maybe.
Let's go Social Network then.
But basically a tie. I don't know.
Uh-oh. We're getting some pushback.
I don't know, man. Goodness, these are so well matched. It's ridiculous.
Dude, it's honestly, it's probably just gonna get harder. I'm telling you, I just put bangers in this one. Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna go Glazer on the basis that it's not. Social Network is ultimately a biopic, and I don't want to discredit that at all, but I just think that the stuff that Glazer's going for and the way he approaches it is so outside of the box and experimental, and he's just, the stuff he's doing is so like daring, and it is.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Jacob this time because
Okay.
the
I feel
last
like
couple times, like,
Glazer's good. I feel like Glazer's probably
Also,
gonna
the
get some
Social
W's
Network
later.
is like that. Actually, might be Fincher's best. Now that I think
And I'm not mad at that. I love the Social Network, and so I'm not mad to see Under the Skin go, but I think that's my vote, honestly.
This is also like this is how good Glazer is. Like it almost feels it. I feel wrong for like ranking Glazer because I think Under the Skin like might be my least favorite, but that's like a strong 9. You know what I mean?
I will say this. Don't worry, we have more Glazer coming
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Okay.
So that's
We'll
why
be
I'm.
fine.
No, I'll let David Fincher get this one.
The next one.
Oh my gosh, bro. I had to put this
Mason,
in. I didn't want to, but I just had to. 'cause
You
it's
got
kind
it,
of
Mason.
a working bit now.
What are we looking at?
We have Hitchcock's Vertigo and Tarkovsky's The Incredibles.
Imagine
Tarkovsky's incredible.
Imagine Bob Parr walking around the Edna's lair, like speaking in Russian to himself, just about like what it means to be a hero for like a 20-minute monologue, and quoting Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
He's like, "What is a hero? What does it mean to be a hero?"
Gosh. I will say, I don't think anyone in the world likes The Incredibles more than me. This has to be Vertigo.
Yeah,
This
I
has to
agree.
be
Yeah.
Vertigo.
Yeah,
I would
it has to.
much
Vertigo
rather
is like a
Vertigo.
top 15 movie ever made.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you just saw that in the 70mm, didn't you? Vertigo?
What?
Didn't you like just rewatch Vertigo? Or was that something else?
Yes, yeah. I watched it in 70 millimeter, and that low key changed my life. So
Yeah,
That's incredible.
quite literally.
it was like Sunday.
Oh, I
mood.
didn't mean to do that.
It
Yeah,
was
that's-
insane.
Yeah.
You know, I think of the layer in The Incredibles. That's like one of the best like Tarkovsky sets I think he made. Like better than Stalker. Like you know, like the little lava,
Yeah,
the lava room.
Better
like that.
better than Stalker.
They
He's
go
just-
hard. They
yeah.
go hard. The
He's
visuals
just-
were crazy.
Yeah,
He goes, he goes, what is it? You'll make bells and I'll make art.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Is
He
that
said,
the-
you'll cast bells and I'll paint icons.
Yeah, and I'll paint icons. Yeah. Amazing.
Bro, shout out to Tarkovsky. Happy birthday.
Absolute cinema if I've ever seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Jacob, we're looking at the one.
This is interesting.
All right, the next next up we got Lady Bird versus Persona. This is weird. This is weird.
These I don't think these could be too
More different.
different. Like it's just complete silence.
I mean, I got my answer.
I mean, I know you're going with Persona. That's like one of your favorite movies ever.
Sorry, it's Bergman. Have to. Obligated.
I mean, I would be remiss if I also did not. I think you have to go Persona.
Shout out to Greta though.
I
think
do.
Lady Bird's
I
good.
love Lady Bird.
I'm gonna say
Look at strong.
Lady Bird is a very special movie to me. I absolutely adore it,
Mhm.
but Persona's Persona. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of an all timer.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up.
Oh my gosh.
Is this hard? I don't think this is hard. We got.
No, dude. I'm looking ahead.
Oh, okay.
Persona
I was-
versus.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm trying not to look ahead.
I thought you were tripping out about this next one. We've got
No,
Ridley
no,
Scott's
no.
The Martian versus-
That's a tough beat for The Martian. I can't
versus
lie.
Abbas Kiarostami's close up.
That's what.
Shall we
close
move
up.
on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
The Martian.
I was just looking at Persona versus Close Up in the next round.
Oh.
That's like an
Woo.
all timer, dude.
It's gonna be a battle.
The Martian's quite mid. That's just me.
Yeah, I agree.
Really? Oh, I actually quite like it, but I mean, it's no Close Up, so.
Yeah. All right. Next
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Next up, we got two of the biggest movies of the past like year or so, Oppie and Dune Part 2.
What? No.
Dude, okay, I gotta say, this is obviously random. This is like one of the best matchups of all time.
This
These
is
two
the
movies are
matchup
like,
of like maybe the decade.
I feel like in a decade potentially people will be like these are the two
best movies. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Which is crazy because it didn't get a Best Picture nom. Did it?
Yeah,
Wait, no,
no.
it did, but that was like the only nom that it. Did Dune get Best?
I
Dune 2?
don't think Dune got Best Picture.
Wait, are we talking about
nominated.
Dune Part 2 or Dune 1?
No,
Dune
wait,
Part
did
2 got it got Best Picture nom.
Yeah, it did.
Okay,
It just
yeah.
didn't get Best Director.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't get Best Director. I think this is also very interesting because I feel like the Nolan Villeneuve is just
It's just such a great matchup.
more alive now than ever. Like
Yeah.
that discussion is so heated these days.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Oppenheimer.
I would lean Oppenheimer.
I would lean Oppenheimer because
Dune 2 is so electric,
call
but
it recency bias, but I don't know. I feel like Oppenheimer, Memento are my favorite Christopher Nolan movies personally.
it's
Yeah, I
the
think
stuff,
Oppenheimer might be Nolan's best. It's got definitely top 3.
just
Yeah.
the visuals that he uses. Like, I mean, when he's talking about, fission and stuff, it's just as a body of art. It's just so like the vision is so clear. It is so direct. It never loses its way.
I'm not even kidding.
Almost every technical element kind of takes it to another level again. Like obviously the Gornton score is like just kind of amazing. Like
I'm not even kidding. Like I just got chills down my spine thinking about that. Thinking about the beginning.
dude, it's it's special, man.
Yeah.
Can you hear the music? Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I got chills with Dune too, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so that was a little bit easier than I was expecting, but I think that's the right choice.
Bro, this next one is terrible.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I told you it was gonna be tough.
Let me see that. What's going on?
We have
I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna make Jacob read it.
Yeah, we gotta get that reaction.
I'm gonna scroll up. Taste of oh. Oh, Taste of Cherry versus Birth. No, my children.
Not in the first round, bro.
First round, that's tough, dude. Like either of these movies could go far. Like honestly,
These were like two of the best watches of the past year.
Easily.
I mean, our obviously, like I had already seen Taste of Cherry before we watched it. Us watching Birth at Belcourt, top 5 theater experience ever for me.
For sure.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean,
That like what a day, dude. I honestly I don't know what to do here.
I have to go Birth.
Oh, dude.
Taste of Cherry is so great, but it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Well, I think Birth is probably the better movie. Maybe I don't know.
It's
It feels
maybe.
weird saying
Maybe.
that, but also that's just like one of I'll just never forget us all walking out of the theater after watching Birth, and we were just like, why does this have a 3.6 on Letterboxd?
Yeah.
Like we just did. Like we all were just like, yeah, it's a 10. Like
Yeah, no, that is it. Like Taste of Cherry is critically acclaimed, while Birth is like possibly the most underrated movie I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be one of the most underrated movies of all time.
Yeah,
No one talks about it.
yeah.
It's genius. One of the best allegories for grief I've ever seen in a movie. I mean, it's just
Also, we knocked out Under the Skin. We kind of got to go with Birth, right?
we don't have to, but I would love to see it progress.
These
Jacob,
are,
where are you leaning?
Okay. They're very different because Taste of Cherry is like a nice weighted blanket on my soul, while Birth is like just incredibly disturbing. So I don't know. Okay, before I say what I'm gonna pick, this is in real time. This is a tie.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will not.
Yep.
I will not pick either of these against each other ever. But for the sake of moving forward for this episode, I'm gonna pick Taste of Cherry personally. But I'm just again, they're tied. They're tied. I wouldn't know how to rank them.
I got
Yeah.
you.
I think I'm gonna go Birth.
Okay. Next
So
up,
we're going Birth.
yes. Next up, we've got Paris, Texas versus Barbie.
Okay.
But let's just move on.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
just move on.
Adjourn.
No reason.
Gavel.
To waste time.
I literally just saw a tweet this morning that was like shots from Paris, Texas, and I was like, dude,
Yeah.
this
No.
might be the best looking movie.
Okay, in the next spot we have the Battle of the Outs. The Battle of the Outs. What is it? What are we looking
Get
at?
Out and Knives Out.
Get Out.
It's another very easy one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's tough day to be Barbie or Knives Out. That's just oof.
Move it on.
Ethan's very happy to get past Knives Out.
Ooh, it's kind of interesting, low key.
I feel like these are kind of similar vibes, honestly.
What is it?
Yep, they definitely are.
We've got Prisoners, Denis Villeneuve, and Old Boy, Park Chan-wook.
Oh yeah, no, these actually are pretty similar. Like
Yeah.
Kind
in
of
the
like
tone.
dark, gritty, like
I mean,
underground story.
plot wise, pretty different, but like undertones and like messaging really similar.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's just funny because one of my best friends, shout out Gareth, he like just go follow my Letterboxd if you want to. He just watched like the entire Revenge trilogy, so we watched Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, and Lady Vengeance, and he got me. We started talking about Old Boy for a while over text, and I've actually been thinking a lot about Old Boy and some of the other Park Chan-wook's movie lately, and just been struck by how audacious and long lasting Old Boy is. Yeah, I think.
Let's not draw this out. This has to be Old Boy, right?
I think it's Old Boy, yeah.
Yeah. Sure, Old Boy.
Okay.
This might be another like taste of cherry, birth situations where I like these movies. I wouldn't even know how to rank these movies above each other because
I do really. I know that Ethan, you're not super high on Prisoners. I actually do really like Prisoners.
I
it's good.
absolutely love.
It's certainly strong.
I feel like
I do. I think that's one of Denise's. It's up there.
I feel like
Probably.
Prisoners is lightning in a bottle for me.
I didn't have quite the same experience, but I could certainly recognize that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next. Oh, Jacob.
I'll let you read it.
That is tough for Jacob, man.
Wait, hold on. What was? Memories of Murder and Taxi Driver.
two very different movies.
Oh man. Why is this kind of hard for me?
Two.
Yeah, this honestly is kind of hard for me as well. I still feel really bad because I didn't love Taxi Driver on the first watch, and I've still only seen it once.
I'm gonna keep it 100 right now. Memories of Murder.
I think so too. Probably.
I would probably
think-
lean Memories of Murder because I'm just not. I'm not quite as high on Taxi Driver as like everyone else.
I think I don't know. I feel like people have been really like going back through Bong's work in the wake of Mickey 17, and I've seen a lot of discussion about Memories of Murder, and I think that movie is like going down as one of the best like murder mystery and like crime movies ever, and I think it is him at his most like mature and darkest, and some of those, I mean, some of that imagery and a lot of those scenes are just like instantly iconic for me, and I think it's more rewatchable than Taxi Driver, but I do love Taxi Driver. But honestly, I honestly like Memories of Murder more than Taxi Driver.
I think Memories of Murder is looking better by the minute, just after like Mickey 17 and everything. Like,
yeah.
Oh no.
I know. Yeah.
Oh no.
Did y'all pick
Lord,
Wait,
have
did y'all
mercy.
pick
We got
Memories
two
of
period
Murder?
pieces
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Dude, this next one, the Battle of the Period Pieces. This is gonna be tough.
What?
This next one I'm looking at. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing it.
Wait. Hold on.
You want to guess it?
No. I want to go back real
Okay.
quick. So what are y'all feeling though? Because I feel
Memories
like I
of
didn't get
Murder.
a good.
I would definitely go. I'm not like Memories of Murder is a 10. I think it's amazing though. I think it's like right below Parasite, and I think I've only seen them once, so I don't really want to like delve too deep into this, but I do think Memories of Murder is like definitely better after like a watch.
Is that your favorite Bong, Ethan?
I don't know. I liked Parasite. I really did. I watched it when I was in high school, and it's been a while since I saw it. I didn't have quite the same experience that other people did. I thought it was really good, but I wasn't like, it's easily a 10. So I feel like honestly, Parasite and Memories of Murder are both at a very solid like an 8 to a 9 for me. I think they're
Honestly,
both really
yeah,
strong.
probably same. I think like Parasite's probably like a 9. Memories of Murder's
Yeah.
like an 8, maybe strong 8. I don't know, something like that.
I think they're kind of in the same playing field.
For sure.
I absolutely love Memories of Murder. I prefer it over Taxi Driver personally.
You want to take a guess on it's the Battle of the Period Pieces.
Pride and Prejudice and Barry Lyndon.
Wait,
Oh my god!
No.
No,
that's literally it.
You saw it.
Oh, I was thinking I haven't seen a lot of period pieces, so I was like, if it's movies that we've all seen, it's probably these two.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I
I'm a
mean,
big-
yeah,
dude,
and you all
yo.
like just watched Barry Lyndon.
Yo, I'm a Kubrick glazer. Okay, I think about this man nonstop, way too much. Barry Lyndon's a 10. I'm picking Barry Lyndon.
Low-key, I'm gonna have to tag here. I'm like, this feels really wrong. It feels like I'm going against every single being of my body, but
Do what your heart desires. I'm just saying, like Barry Lyndon for me, that was an amazing.
Is Barry
first
Lyndon
watch.
the better movie? Probably. Is Pride and Prejudice shorter, more succinct, more enjoyable, more rewatchable? Probably. I don't know.
But
it feels real. I mean, I have a really hard time sitting here and saying it's Pride and Prejudice, but I love that movie, man. Like,
Barry Lyndon for me is just like one of the defining character studies, and I honestly love that it takes its time, like exploring and being with Barry Lyndon, like through the trenches, like quite literally.
I'm just not quite there with Lyndon yet. I've only seen it once, but it's not like upper echelon Kubrick for me. That obviously, that doesn't mean it's bad, but
And like I understand the length because like that one part where he's like learning to like cheat at the card game for a while, that I feel like that was like the only time where I felt like it could have gotten a move on, but I don't know. I think Barry Lyndon just as a character is really tragic and fascinating. I think the movie looks and sounds just shockingly beautiful.
I mean, it's shot. I mean, the shots are just unbelievable.
Yeah,
It's like paintings.
yeah.
Ethan?
I'm gonna go Pride and Prejudice with this one.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
No, for sure. I think Barry Lyndon's my least favorite Kubrick. It's great. I mean, it looks great visually. I think the narrative I don't love it as a character study, honestly. I mean, I think it's strong, but it's just, I don't know.
I actually already have tickets for the anniversary showing of Pride and Prejudice in Dolby. It's
Yeah,
I love Pride and Prejudice. That movie is so good.
It's one of like the 3 or 4 like huge like Mount Rushmore comfort movies for me.
Yeah,
and I'm not trying to diss Pride and Prejudice.
No, I know. I mean, it feels like, I guess we're gonna go Pride and Prejudice. That actually feels like wrong, but
yeah.
for some reason, like I kind of have to. I don't know.
I feel like for me, Barry Lyndon really captured my imagination, and I think about it a lot.
That's
so
definitely
fair.
fair.
Yeah.
That's
Shout out to
definitely fair.
Kubrick. Shout out to Barry Lyndon. All right, this next one.
What is the next one? Oh.
We've got No Country for Old Men versus Scream.
No Country.
I mean, yeah, it's a really tough draw for Scream. I love Scream. I actually think that's like one of the best horror movies ever.
Yeah,
Agreed.
It's got to be No Country.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
like I said, I love Scream, so hate to see it go, but No Country is just kind of like
Rip.
No Country is just unbelievable.
Yeah. What are we looking at?
This is kind of interesting.
Yeah. What are we looking at?
Tangled and Back to the Future.
I'd rather watch Tangled.
Me too. I'm Tangled.
Dude,
pilled.
I gotta take Tangled. I love Tangled.
Tangled is
I
great.
love Tangled. I think that's
Yeah.
one of the best Disney animated movies.
Mhm.
Back to the
the
Future
past
is
23 years.
it.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I don't know. Like,
Back to the Future is great though. Like it is, but it's like not. It doesn't quite get there for me.
Like I haven't watched this since high school, so I'm due for a rewatch. But I don't know. I just remember being just like it's enjoyable.
Robert
I don't know.
Zemeckis is the bell curve. That's my statement.
Yeah, no, I mean, he is. He is. That's fair. That's definitely.
He is like middle of the road.
Actually, I feel like some of his recent movies pretty bad.
He's got the good ones and he's got
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
bell
no, he's
curve,
the whole
you know?
bell curve.
Yeah, he's got the good ones, but like most of like people would be like Forrest Gump, Back to the Future, and it's like those aren't like huge movies for me.
No. And you got Polar Express, which sets things back a good deal.
Oh, dude, he's got some unbelievable stinkers. I mean,
to me, he's kind of like I don't know. He's just like a gimmicky director.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. He's not really.
oh gosh,
Yeah, this next one, dude.
have you looked at the next one? Lord
I'll let Jacob say it.
Where are we? I'm gonna try to scroll up and not look. La Haine versus Blue Velvet.
I don't know.
You know, This is very difficult because much like Kubrick, where I feel like I've been really falling in love with Kubrick lately. I'm finally, coming around on David Lynch. Just like watching all this stuff. I'm in the middle of Twin Peaks: The Return, which everybody should go watch, by the way.
Oh, gosh.
And
Episode 8.
Episode 8 is, it's funny you mentioned this little side note. Episode 8 made me think of Tree of Life a little bit, like not in terms of tone, but just visually. It felt a little
Yeah, I
like-
can see that. It's just unbelievable, dude.
Yeah. But I love Blue Velvet. However, I'm picking La Haine because I think La Haine is a bit more rewatchable in Blue Velvet, and as much as I love Blue Velvet, I think David Lynch would kind of do what he did in Blue Velvet better in Twin Peaks and Mulholland Drive.
Exactly what I was gonna say. Blue Velvet is almost a tease for better Lynch works. La Haine,
Yes.
it's got to be La Haine here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I love Blue Velvet, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like without Blue Velvet, there's no McLaughlin or Laura Dern.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of felt like Blue Velvet was done better in like Twin Peaks, like similar arcs and stuff. So,
All right, next up we got The Dark Knight versus Tar.
Low-key kind of tough decision.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'd actually kind of go Tar on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Tar's good. It's good. But that's The Dark Knight we're talking about.
I've just rewatched like the first half of The Dark Knight. Dude, it's pretty banging. Like
It's electric.
We were
but
talking.
also Tar is like amazing.
Tar's great.
No, we were talking about Tar the other day, and I went back and just like started watching scenes on YouTube, and I was like, "Holy crap, this is amazing."
No, I really need. I'm definitely do a rewatch.
Tar is great. I'm cool with whatever.
I think the better, quote unquote, and more important work, it's The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
right?
probably so. It did so
yeah,
much.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
Okay, we can
Okay.
move on with that one.
What is next? I haven't looked.
This next one. This next one's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
What is it?
Jacob might pass out.
He's gonna pass out.
You want me to read it?
Yeah.
We have Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing and David Lynch's Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. He's leaving.
He buried his head in his hands.
He's out of here.
He's out of commission. This might be the hardest selection of the night.
That's crazy that those two like matched up because that's just unbelievable.
Oh man.
I don't want to. I don't. I don't want to like be. I don't want to sound naive here, but for me, it's got to be Fire Walk with Me. That's like an all-time movie for me. I love Do the Right Thing. I think it's amazing. It definitely leaves. It definitely Spike's best that I've seen, but
this is incredibly difficult. Because Twin Peaks is my favorite. I think Twin Peaks is my favorite thing David Lynch did, like just as a body of work. And I think Fire Walk with Me like is the defining moment of his filmography and Twin Peaks. And I think, I just don't. There's some people who, were apparently like weirded out by Fire Walk with Me when it came out, and I think that's just so interesting because when you watch the show and then immediately after Fire Walk with Me, it just hits like a ton of bricks.
Yep.
It's Lynch at his like. What's funny is that I feel like they're both movies that are like kind of angry. If you know what I mean.
oh,
Like,
very, yeah, very.
yeah, they're both very angry and frustrated movies, and both like heartbreaking. And I think they're both
that ending of Fire Walk with Me, dude.
yeah, and I think they're both equally important works. And like if I were to
both very, very important and
like if I were to rank my favorite movies, which is like really hard thing to do, but if I did, these would both like these are both like in my mainstays at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I genuinely don't know.
It's probably because I've watched Fire Walk with Me like 4 times, but for me, that's just that is now in my DNA to an extent that I just can't even explain. Like Fire Walk with Me is like it's more important to me now than Eraserhead. I like it more than Eraserhead now, which is kind of insane. But
that's all I gotta say. I really don't know.
I'm gonna go Fire Walk with Me on this one.
Really? I thought you were gonna go Do the Right Thing.
No. I love Do the Right Thing. I think it's brilliant.
That's amazing.
It's such a phenomenal movie. It's so important.
It just it's one of those things where that's just gonna feel wrong if Do the Right Thing goes out in the first round.
Yeah, seriously. But I mean, I just think what Lynch was doing creatively, what what he did for the medium in that work, especially in Fire Walk with Me, was pushing the boundaries of what people could do within film. And that's the type of stuff that keeps the genre fresh, you know. It's the trailblazing, it's the risk taking. Do the Right Thing is one of the best screenplays ever. Spike Lee's a genius. It's phenomenal cast, airtight. It's in many ways it's a perfect movie, but you're talking about one of the greatest auteurs of all time at his best.
Well,
it's hard to pick against.
I think it's so interesting because it's flipping the original show on its head.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, this is what you all wanted. Like, okay, well then I'll give it to you. Like I'll do this and I'll make it scary and I'll make it my own. And he's just unleashed. There's no ABC to pull him back.
I think it's like both of them at their best, personally.
No, that's true. It's two auteurs like basically at the peak. That's why it's such a hard decision. And they're both very important movies.
Neither of these movies are better than each other. Again, just gonna say that. Right now, I would probably pick Fire Walk with Me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it is. Done. That's just a brutal draw for Do the Right Thing.
It's really tough, yeah.
Yeah.
That is just brutal. So now we have
Rest in peace. Hey, let's
Scott
go some
Pilgrim
taps really
versus
quick.
the World.
Bum,
and
ba-dum,
Fargo.
bum. Sorry, we were playing taps for Do the Right Thing. We're laying it to rest. Hey,
rip.
No, this is the second film that we are giving the Boromir treatment, where we place it in canoe and send it down the waterfall.
Yeah, rip.
With honors. Okay.
I would say there's nothing we could do for it, but I guess we could have picked it. So
yeah, that's fair. Okay.
What was this next one?
This is tough. Scott Pilgrim. Sorry, this is not. Well, Mason's like, yeah, he's about to be like, this isn't tough. But Scott Pilgrim versus the World and Fargo.
It's Fargo.
Dude, I don't care how much
Fargo.
you like Scott Pilgrim. This is a layup. Let's not.
It's Fargo. It's Fargo.
Again.
But shout out to Scott Pilgrim.
I love Scott Pilgrim. I'm going to pick Fargo.
Yeah. Ooh.
That is the correct decision.
Dude, this might. Okay, this is a.
This is interesting.
I'll let this one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is pretty tough.
It's a very similar matchup, actually, I think.
Arrival versus The Brutalist.
Two movies for me that are like solid, but they don't like go to the next level.
I agree.
I do really like Arrival, but for me it's not like a 10 or anything, and obviously neither is The Brutalist. But I do quite like The Brutalist as well. So
I've got my answer.
Yeah, we know you have your answer.
Mason, are us Brutalist bros gonna stick together on this one? What are we feeling?
Hey, Jacob, this isn't my first rodeo. Please turn the music off. Please turn the music. Please wait. This isn't my first rodeo.
That has nothing to do with the movie. I gotta say.
I
think The Brutalist is a better movie.
I just wanted to get on here and say good morning. Hello, beautiful people.
We need more love and not hate.
You just gotta stay positive.
Yep.
Stay happy.
Live, laugh,
you gotta
love.
love, man. Just stay beautiful, and I'll talk to you later.
You know what, Mason? I agree. I think
your hate for Brody knows no bounds. Lord.
Mason, I agree with you. I actually think I like The Brutalist more than Arrival.
Okay.
I gotta go Brutalist here. I'm sorry.
Okay. Hey, that's fine.
We're sticking together, man.
Another Brutalist bros.
I actually don't think that's a great take. I think Arrival's like a better movie, even beyond the hate. I think Arrival does a lot of interesting stuff. I hate Jeremy Renner, but
it does. I mean,
he's a really bad love interest.
Again, both of those I've only seen once, and The Brutalist I've seen way more recent. So that could be a mistake on my part.
We'll
but
see. Ooh, this next one. Okay, everybody, get ready. We got Jurassic Park versus Parasite.
I remember last time we did this, we had like Parasite going out in like the second round, and I think Jacob like crashed out.
This is easy for me.
All I got to say is one thing. Da 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 da.
Cut to Laura Dern's shocked reaction when she turns and looks.
Bum 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 ba da 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 da.
Unironically, I think Jurassic Park's a better movie. I'm sorry.
Unironically, I think Parasite's a better movie.
I think Jurassic Park is like, I guess you could say this about Parasite, but I think Jurassic Park's like one of the most important movies ever made.
Yep. But shout out to Bongo. It's a great
If
one.
we have Parasite going out in first round,
That's awful.
I don't know if Jacob's gonna
That's
continue,
the
though.
one seed going out. R.I.P.
Look, it's fine because all these
Okay, just like that.
like all these movies are really good. So
Yeah.
it's not like I'm on like
Yeah, sure.
it's not really.
It's not like it lost to the Emoji Movie.
Dude, how are these matchups so like fitting? I'm looking at this next
Yeah,
one.
this one is
Wait,
too, bro.
Parasite versus Toy Story last year. That's what gave us Tarkovsky's Incredibles.
Yeah, it literally.
Dude, I forgot that that's what that was. And we were like trying to like. I remember we couldn't make like the analogy for like Woody and Buzz.
Oh yeah,
Remember that?
that's a clip. There's a clip. We've got a clip on the Instagram of us.
You are a toy.
Okay, we've got Top Gun Maverick versus Michael Mann's Thief.
Thief.
Did you say Thief, Jacob?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you gotta go with Thief.
I was thinking.
I love Maverick.
I was thinking Maverick for a second, and then I thought of the dance scene on the beach, and I was like, okay, it's Thief.
Dude, the score for Thief is unbelievable.
Yeah, man, Tangerine Dream went off, but yeah, there's some campiness, there's some blockbuster campiness that I just really don't like from Maverick.
Yeah, I'm sticking by that Maverick is like one of the best blockbusters of the last like 6-7 years.
And I agree with you. It's lightning in a bottle. There's just an unabashed coolness about it.
That's the same. I'm telling you. Speaking of Top Gun Maverick, I have the same hopes for F1. Like I actually think it might be pretty good.
I think F1's gonna be better than Maverick.
I
think F1's gonna be better than Maverick.
I hope it is, dude.
Yeah, they played the F1 trailer before we saw Mickey 17. I was like, whoa, that was.
Every dude, like we
I
all
was
locked in.
absolutely
I was like,
shocked.
I'm telling you, man.
The
like,
cinematography is. I mean, it looks so exciting.
Yeah, no, that gave me goosebumps.
I think cars are dumb. I think if it gets me to
what
point
a take.
point A to point B, please. Just don't break down. Get me there.
Clip
no flat
that.
tire. I think racing is a
but
little
cargo
silly.
fast is cool.
Yeah, cargo left, but F1 had me hype.
Yeah.
F1 with my boy Brad Pitt and Kaczynski returning, like, dude, stop, bro. What? The Brad Pitt hate is so forced. Like, actually, what is this?
It's not forced, man. He's an abuser. I don't like him.
Oh my God! That has nothing to do with his acting.
No, it
We're
does.
not bringing personal things into this. I mean, I guess it kind of does. I mean,
that's
I
like
don't
listening
wanna,
to
like,
Kanye
downplay
now.
That
Not
sounds really
quite,
bad,
but
but you know.
That's that Kanye clip you sent in the group chat.
Oh my
Like that
God.
new song.
That's a real song, bro.
Doesn't
Yeah.
he have a new album coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
World War
No,
III.
it came out. I think it's on YouTube. Like that's what that was from.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. whether to feel bad
Let's
for
not
him.
even get into that
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna.
Let's
touch
gotta
that.
move on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just hope he
next
gets the help
one.
he needs.
Uh-oh.
I felt my heart drop because I already know how this is
we
gonna
have Jonathan Demme's Silence of the Lambs and Sean Baker's Anora.
go. Please, God, please.
Well, you know that Jacob's gonna be a tiebreaker on this because I gotta go Silence of the Lambs.
The 5 stages of
Silence
grief.
of the Lambs is a better movie.
5 stages of grief starting now. Number 1,
Let's not kid ourselves.
denial.
Anora's great. I really like Anora. Silence of the Lambs is an all-time movie.
Number 2, bargaining.
Yeah, I'm going with Mason. I'm going with Silence of the Lambs.
That's just I'm just telling you, man. Just a tough beat for Anora.
Look,
that's just a tough draw.
Give it a little more time. Who knows? But I don't know.
I don't think we should, in our right mind, be having the conversation that Anora is better than Silence of the Lambs already. Like,
Yeah.
I've reached anchor.
When he
okay. Sorry, Ethan.
Depression.
Oh my gosh, dude.
The depression is setting in.
Look at the next one.
And acceptance finally. Okay, let's move on. I love you, Sean Baker. I love you, Mikey Madison. Best movie of the year.
They don't
Besides
need
Naked Boys.
anything from us. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna have everything now. Like they just swept the Oscars. I think they're doing fine.
For good reason. Let's move on.
Look at the next one.
Zone of Interest versus Tron Legacy.
Is that really what?
Yeah.
I thought if I put Tron Legacy in here, it might get a decent draw and it could maybe win a few rounds.
Yeah, not this one.
But that is a brutal
Nope.
draw.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah. Umbrellas of Cherbourg versus Dunkirk.
Moving on.
Moving on.
That's tough for Dunkirk, man. Rip.
You got the next two.
Okay, Little Women versus Challengers.
Can we move on?
Move on.
No, we need. I mean, okay, yeah, these are.
Man,
the second round match has to be really good, but this is kind of boring. Right now.
This is
Ooh,
this
no.
this is pretty difficult for me. Raising Arizona versus Mulholland Drive.
What? I mean, Raising Arizona is great. Don't get me wrong, but it's Mulholland Drive.
No, Raising
man.
Arizona is one of my favorite comedies of all time. But come on now,
It's Mulholland Drive.
I mean, I'm going to go with
Yeah.
Mulholland. I'm just saying
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
a tough matchup.
Shout out to the Coen Brothers, and shout out to Holly Hunter, Nick Cage. Such a fun watch.
It's amazing.
It's a great
Oh,
time.
It looks like we've reached the end of the bracket.
That's the end of the first round. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's
It only took us an hour.
go back up to the top.
It'll start going fast.
Yeah. No, I know. But thanks for sticking with us, y'all.
Okay, now we have two of the best, most important animated movies.
I think before we get to
ever maybe.
before we get to round two, we should take a break to thank our sponsor for this episode.
NordVPN.
No, don't even say that. Don't even say that. We're not getting paid. No.
Dude, we're gonna get banned.
Yeah. We're not even getting paid. I'm not gonna say it. We're not getting free advertisement for anybody. But if you want to buy us a coffee, we'll drop that Patreon. So
Yeah.
maybe someday. Patreon coming 2028.
Yeah.
Round two.
2028. Okay, we have two of the most important animated movies ever.
Coco
Spirited Away
and The Secret of
Ratatouille.
Nim. Oh, sorry.
The Secret of Nim. That
Well,
the secret. There's also
what's the
Timmy to the Rescue. The Secret of Nim too.
all those movies?
Wait, have you seen The Rescuers Down Under?
No.
Heck yeah, I've seen that.
What are some deep cut like 90s era Disney movies? Oh, you got Land Before Time. You got
Wait. Have you seen? I think this is 2000s, but have you seen Home on the Range?
Yeah,
of course.
I've seen that.
That movie sucks.
Brother,
Yeah.
Have you seen The Wild?
No.
is that the animated movie or like the CGI
That's the animated movie with Clocks by
Yeah,
Coldplay.
yeah,
Oh
no,
my gosh,
that's
that
terrible.
Movie sucks.
What about Brother Bear?
Okay,
Brother-
don't you say it. That's Phil Collins. Don't you
No,
say
Brother Bear is kind of valid. I'm not gonna lie. It's decent.
I'm
It's
just
way better than Home on the Range.
I'm just saying movies. I'm not
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
saying anything
No,
about
but
Brother Bear.
there will be no Phil Collins slander tolerated on this podcast.
Okay, so Spirited Away or Ratatouille? Where are we going here?
Ratatouille.
I feel really bad for saying that, but I think I gotta go Ratatouille.
Shout out to Joe Hisaishi though. It's beautiful. Okay,
I'd actually-
Spirited Away is so gorgeous.
These are like, I love both these movies a lot. But
Shoot.
I will be honest. In the past year or so, I don't really know what my favorite Miyazaki is, and I don't know. Spirited Away is slipping a little bit. No fault of the movie. I just think there's a lot of strong work.
I think very hot take. I think there's like multiple better Miyazaki films. So
It's a gorgeous movie. It's really weird, but it's
it's great. It's great. I just think like I would rather
no,
watch Totoro. I think that like Mononoke is probably a better movie.
honestly I
also,
think
this is a very hot take. Ponyo is how do you pronounce his last name? Hayashi, Joe Hayashi.
oh
the composer?
Hisaishi.
Hisaishi.
Alright.
Ponyo is like his best score. Call me crazy.
I've
He
only
went
seen-
nuts on Ponyo.
I need to watch it. I almost watched it the other night.
I've only seen one Miyazaki, so if you want to educate me, let's do it over summer.
Yeah.
We can knock it out.
We can do that.
but-
we can have a Miyazaki series.
That'd be great.
That'd be
I know.
Miyazaki Monday.
That'd be. Hey.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait, no, Malik
Mondays.
Monday.
Malik Monday.
But after Malik Monday,
Yeah.
we'll do Miyazaki Monday.
We still haven't done the French New Wave Friday, or we could do Fellini Fridays. We got so many different.
Oh, dude, no, that would be quite taxing. I can't
When the-
lie like that.
when-
That's very heady stuff.
No, when this,
Like,
when
dude, we're literally just gonna sit down on a Friday and talk about La Dolce Vita
Yeah.
or 8.5. Like, that is hard, dude.
well, whenever the summer rolls around, you can look forward.
We're gonna
to
have some excellent series coming at you all this summer.
look
I
forward.
mean, I guess we did that for Tarkovsky, so
Yeah.
we could definitely do it. But
yeah, look forward to French New Wave Friday and Malik
We'll have to
Monday.
do, dude. The Umbrellas episode.
okay, so I think
I'm
we're
going
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
I was gonna say my password to you, but it's literally being recorded right now. So
I'm going Ratatouille.
yeah, I'll go Ratatouille
Okay.
as well.
Uncut Gems versus Alien.
Ooh, that is a.
This is
hard
actually a little bit harder. I think like my gut's like, oh, it's definitely Uncut Gems, but I don't, dude. I'm telling you, I really like Alien, like a lot.
Alien is so good.
I'd prefer
Alien is like kind of the poster child for like sci-fi movies. It's like one of the top 3.
I'd prefer Alien personally.
I'm not mad if Alien moves on. I'm gonna be so
Really? Okay.
I love Uncut Gems. I love it. It's so good.
I guess we're going to Alien. It's just, it's kind of
think
just
it-
more of a classic.
I
too.
think it might be Alien.
Tough.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Ethan.
I forget which one went forward.
It's the Social Network versus Vertigo.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa, what?
Vertigo.
I think it's Vertigo. I mean, like.
What, Vertigo?
Yeah, I think kind of you can't really like dispute that, right? It's Hitchcock.
I mean, yeah, that's tough. This next one though.
Persona
oh my gosh, that's a
versus
doozy.
Close Up. I gotta reposition myself. Ugh. Man.
off the dome feeling is Persona, personally.
I almost went Close Up off the dome. I don't even know.
I think Persona is. You open any film textbook up, and Persona is in there. It is the textbook. This is how you make a movie. This is a technical masterpiece. The writing's amazing. It's the Bergman poster child, even more than The Seventh Seal, I believe. I think Close Up is a better movie. It's very close, but I think. Also, I think about Close Up so much more because it has an unbelievably touching aspect at its core, and it's so heartfelt. And I've never seen a movie that blends documentary and narrative like that ever.
I might go Close Up as well.
Oh gosh.
I mean, yeah.
I ain't
just
mad with that.
what it's doing. I mean, I love Persona. It's not my favorite Bergman. It's not.
Is it really not?
Oh no way. It's not
I
my.
thought it was. What is it, Fanny?
I mean, it changes day to day. Dude, like the more I think, like Hour of the Wolf is cool. It's not up there, but like Hour of the Wolf is.
Hour of the Wolf is.
Awesome.
I know you really like Autumn Sonata. Autumn Sonata is amazing.
Autumn Sonata might be it, honestly. I mean,
that is like the character study.
it is. It's definitely Fanny and Alexander, though. I mean, it's too much of an epic.
For me, it's Fanny and Alexander is his magnum opus.
It
It's
really
like
is.
6 hours.
There's been nothing that's touched that. Winter Light is incredible. I mean,
yeah.
Seven Seals
Got some
great.
bangers,
Wild
man.
Strawberries. I mean, that's probably my least favorite of his, but they're just all gorgeous films. It's been a year at least since I watched a Bergman, so I need to go back. But like,
Same.
Persona's probably top 3, but like, okay, yes, it's the stuff that it does is like it was pushing boundaries, of course.
Every time I'm like, is Persona a little overrated? I think at the beginning I'm like, no, it's not overrated.
Yeah.
It's an incredible. Opening.
I think it's Close Up.
I think it's Close Up as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do we
Okay.
get next? Oppenheimer versus Birth.
No.
Oh.
Star Wars: A New Hope got the first round bye, so it's A New Hope versus Oppenheimer.
Oh. Oh.
That's very hard.
Am I about to go Oppenheimer over like literally Star Wars? Is that where we're
dude,
at?
I don't know if we can do that.
It is Star Wars though. I mean, but the screenplay is bad.
Dude, it's so iconic.
It's iconic, but it's not good.
Also, let's not act like the Oppenheimer screenplay is like pitch perfect.
True. I mean, okay, Star Wars is the quintessential hero's journey. The screenplay can still be bad, but like at its core, it's like, you know, it's thousands of years old. The story is.
Yeah, and it's also very. Obviously it's very fun, and there's actually some really really good shots in it, and it's like pre CGI.
And the paintings just look gorgeous. Yeah, It's a great time.
But I mean, Oppenheimer is also practical effects.
Maybe I don't know, man. This is tough. What do we think?
It's a toss up.
Shout out to Nolan though. If like, but that's crazy that like George Lucas might have made a better movie than Christopher Nolan's best movie.
No, I mean, I think if you're saying
I don't
want to,
I don't want to accept that.
The better movie is Oppenheimer. But we don't always have to go with the better movie though either.
No.
You know, it's kind of like.
I'm not gonna guilt myself. I like Oppenheimer more than A New Hope.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Let's just go Oppenheimer then.
Yeah, let's go Oppenheimer. That might be crazy in a couple years, but we'll see. We've got
this next one is a doozy.
Birth versus Paris, Texas.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of leaning Birth.
I'm going Birth. I'm going Birth.
For me, it's. I mean, I really need to rewatch Paris, Texas. For me, it's Birth.
Paris, Texas is amazing. It's incredible.
Paris,
it looks
Texas,
great.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean,
I don't know.
but Birth is like an all-timer for us.
Yeah.
Birth is electric, and Paris, Texas is admittingly pretty slow.
Mm-hmm, it is. But that third act is just like
beautiful.
But I mean, that's fine too. And
what are we looking at next?
I think Birth getting past Taste of Cherry is
monumental.
You know,
we got Get Out versus Old Boy.
Yep.
Old Boy. Probably. That's just
really.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said Old Boy.
I would have to go Get Out. I really like Old Boy. I love Get Out. Get Out's one of my favorite movies of the past.
It's been a really long time since I've seen Get Out.
I've seen Get Out like 3 times. I'd already seen it 3 times, and then Ethan and I watched it like this past summer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
I'll go Get Out.
I mean, I think that's definitely
Mm-hmm.
plausible. I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen Get Out.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
You got the next couple calls, Jacob.
Okay, it looks like we have Memories of Murder versus Pride and Prejudice.
And as Jacob said that, I heard a train horn. There's a train going on in the distance. That's funny.
Yeah.
Jacob, you might have to cope here in a second because I got to go Pride and Prejudice.
I personally prefer Memories of Murder. I'd pick Memories of Murder, but I'm not mad at Pride and Prejudice either.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm telling you, I like Pride and Prejudice is very special. I also think for what Pride and Prejudice is, it's basically perfect.
Yeah.
It's very similar to Little Women.
It's Pride and Prejudice for me. I mean, there's not. Yeah.
I think these are both perfect movies. I mean, I think a lot of these could be.
Yeah.
I'd consider. Perfect,
no, I mean, there's not any bad movies left, dude.
No. No, but those I hate to see it go in the second round, but those are both perfect. I won't be mad at either. We also got No Country versus Mad Max Fury Road with the first round bye.
Ooh.
Very, very interesting matchup.
Bro, I love Fury Road. Oh, this is difficult.
I might take a zag here. This is actually not a layup for me. Like it's not like No Country's so easy. Like I'm telling you, dude, Fury Road is unbelievable.
One of my favorite memories is when Furiosa was coming out last year, and you and Mason and Ethan were arguing with each other about how good Fury Road was. And now that I've seen Fury Road, I'm like, come on, Ethan, that is a banger.
It's good. It's fun.
Dude, I don't remember you saying that, Ethan.
No, the effects are incredible. It looks great. It's kind of weird.
I mean, it's weird and zany, and there's really no story. Like, it's an odd movie.
But that's like why I love it. It's just like I feel like it's just him going like off the rails. It's
a great time.
He had
like, all right, let's just kind of do cool stuff.
Like
sometimes that's okay.
He had full like creative control, and he truly like just wanted to do whatever he.
No, you're talking me into it. I see the vision for sure. Fury Road is great.
But
Fury Road is amazing. But I mean, I would still go No Country.
Yeah, me
right?
too. Yeah.
I mean, all that to say is I'd prefer No Country, but also just like
yes.
Fury Road, like the amount of different feelings like he evokes, like just like in a desert, like for the entire movie, like that nighttime action scene is phenomenal.
Is No Country the best thriller of all time?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I love Fury Road. Fury Road is not a 5-star movie for me. No Country is. It's like a strong 5-star. It's like top 30, 40 movies ever for me.
Mm-hmm. You're talking when you're talking No Country, you're like, this might be the best example we have in the genre of its like Western thriller. I mean, you're like, that's one of the first ones that comes to mind. And
for me, is it the best book adaptation into a movie ever?
Quite possibly.
It's up there.
I mean, you got Divergent, right? You got The Hunger Games, and you got No Country.
Okay, Hunger Games Catching Fire.
Bro, shout out to the Shailene Woodley scream as she's falling off the skyscraper.
Oh my God. You know they did that twice, right? Goes,
No, that's so funny with the slow motion, the ADR. Oh, it's so bad.
I saw an Instagram reel of that the other day, man.
All right, do you want? I'll let Ethan take this one over.
Okay, next up.
You got it.
Tangled versus Lehen.
Shout out to Tangled, but
pretty easy for me.
Yeah, rip Tangled. That is tough.
That's brutal. Sorry. It's just the way
At least it won one game.
Yeah.
Okay, next up.
Where are we at? Let me see. What do we got? Did we go Dark Knight or Tar?
We went Dark Knight.
Dark Knight versus Fire Walk with Me.
Easy.
Yeah.
Dude, Fire Walk with Me. I feel like that's a freight train now. Now that it beat Do the Right Thing, it might go all the way.
It might. We got Fargo. Fargo versus The Brutalist.
Fargo.
Yeah, that's kind of
Cool. Trainspotting gets a bye, so we've got Trainspotting versus Jurassic Park.
Jurassic
Park. I think.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Top Gun. Thief versus Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
I'm with you on that one. Yep.
Oh my gosh, this next one.
Zone of Interest versus The Umbrellas.
Okay. Settle down. We got to think about this one.
Dude, that's crazy.
This is like 2 10-star movies for me.
Yeah. I love
and
the music.
They could not be more different.
Bro, I might go Zone.
I'm feeling Umbrellas.
This. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
But Umbrellas is so good.
Umbrellas like is movies.
Yeah, it is. It literally is.
I was gonna say I think I would maybe lean towards Umbrellas.
No,
but it's really, really tough for me, man.
You know what? Okay, but they're so different though. They're so different, and they're both perfect at what they do.
Zone is very special.
Zone is incredible.
I mean that is like you don't get movies like that.
And when you look at how they made it, it's complete verite. Like,
no, yes,
they put cameras in a house and they said
it's Glazer.
Go.
He's like maybe the best working director. Like,
yeah, they placed cameras statically and they said just go live it.
They just put booms in the walls and they just let them do whatever.
And that final sequence, I mean, at first I was like, what is he doing? He just ruined the movie. No,
that makes the movie.
It's one of the greatest
That-
artistic decisions like
The
the
like
decade.
the night vision infrared thing, like
no, like the
that
the
stuff?
ending of him looking down
just incredible.
like the hallway.
yeah.
Like that I feel like that alone is like what will make that movie like long lasting is the ending.
So you've got that, and then you've got Umbrellas, which is like basically like obviously there's no La La Land.
No.
Obviously, like it changed musicals. It's, I mean, the color is like unbelievably vibrant. It's just a fun movie.
It's movie magic.
Mikel Legrand.
It's movie It's so captivating.
Or Mikel Legrand.
Like,
I don't
Yo,
know.
y'all gotta watch F for Fake. Speaking of Legrand.
Yeah. I mean,
Ooh.
and dude,
Orson Welles.
I was going on a Legrand kick lately because I was listening. So quick aside, he studied at the Paris Conservatory under Nadia Boulanger, right? That was Lily Boulanger's sister. She won the Prix de Rome at like age 19 or something. They were just a musical family. Nadia Boulanger taught Quincy Jones, Aaron Copland, Philip Glass, like all these. Yeah, but seriously.
Wait. Say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again?
No, she was like the greatest musical teacher of the 20th century. And so Legrand studied with her, and she basically, this is funny. There's a story that he told. He was like, if she didn't like a student, they would enter competition and she would have them win a prize, and then they would like graduate out of her studio. But for the student she didn't like, they would never win the prizes and just keep staying in her studio. And so he was one of those students and he studied with her for like 7 years.
Legrand did.
Yeah. And then finally Stravinsky came in one day and was doing something, and it made Legrand realize that he wanted to like do orchestral scores or something. And then he got he did this arrangement for this one artist that got big, and then he went over to New York and started doing stuff, and eventually this record label, I think it might have been RCA or something, or Columbia, and they're basically like, you can make any album you want. And so he's like, I want to work with Miles Davis, and I want to make a jazz album. And so that's how you get Legrand Jazz in 1959 with Miles Davis, all these killer players. But it's Miles Davis playing in a big band setting, which is not what he was doing at the time. So it was completely different. And just the impact that he had on the sound of movies and scoring is so genius. Like, I was going on a kick lately. I was re-listening to, is it Saint-Toi from that one cue from Cleo from 5 to 7. He literally wrote "You Must Believe in Spring," like the tune, the jazz standard. That's from The Young Girls of Rochefort. Like, and
Another great movie.
dude, he like his work on, I mean, just his body of work is so underrated, and the influences is you just can't overstate like his impact on music and scoring. So I don't know if Umbrellas go. I don't know which way I'm going, honestly, but like
Umbrellas. After all that, Umbrellas.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, I think my gut would say Umbrellas. It feels, it's just tough for Zone, but yeah. I think
Yeah.
Umbrellas.
Okay. Zone is so good, but yeah, probably Umbrellas. And then we've got Little Women versus Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland.
I mean, yeah, another,
I
again,
think so.
2 10s for me.
I think so,
It
yeah.
I gotta be Mulholland, dude. I'm telling you, Mulholland is creeping into my top 10. It might be creeping up into my top 5.
Okay.
Very special movie.
What do we got next?
Let
What is it?
me scroll up to the top.
Ratatouille versus
Alien.
Alien?
Yeah,
Those are so different. I don't even know what.
Why am I thinking
Remy,
Ratatouille?
Remy is one charming little rat man. That
Yeah.
makes me.
Oh no, dude! You're telling me that Ratatouille is gonna make it further than Zone and
No.
Do the Right Thing and
It should
Taste
probably
of
be
Cherry?
Alien then.
No, but it's a bracket. The bracket is unpredictable. We can't do.
No, it is. It is. I mean, a lot of this depends on the draw.
That's fair.
Okay, so Ratatouille is into the Elite Eight.
That's crazy.
Let's
Do
go.
we all
Next
agree
up-
with the Alien thing? Are we all? Would you go Ratatouille too? Over Alien?
No, probably not.
Okay.
I would.
I don't know if I would though. That's the thing.
I think that Ratatouille is probably like, let me name the Pixar movies that are better than Ratatouille to me.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc.,
Mhm.
Incredibles, Toy Story, maybe Toy Story 2, and then you probably have Ratatouille.
I'm willing to hear Monsters Inc. And Toy Story.
I don't know. Me personally, the only I feel like my top 3 Pixars are Ratatouille, Monsters Inc., and Toy Story 2.
Monsters Inc. is so good, man.
Monsters Inc. and Incredibles for me, I mean, you all know this.
Yeah.
Those are like far and away.
Monsters Inc. is a special movie.
And a lot of that has to do with sentimental value. Those movies mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I never really got there with Ratatouille. But even without the sentimental value, Ratatouille is like, it's an amazing movie. I'm not going to be upset that wins over Alien. I think it's fine.
I'm going to go Alien, actually.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're switching it up then.
Yeah, we're going Alien. I'm sorry.
Boo.
Okay. Now we have, oh my gosh, Vertigo and Close Up. These 2 movies are both in my top 10.
Mm.
I'd pick Vertigo, personally.
This might be the hardest decision yet for me.
See,
because you have possibly the greatest American film ever made that's not named 2001, and you have one of the best foreign films ever made in Close Up. That's not a Tarkovsky. I really don't, it's a toss-up. It's like Jacob said earlier. It's like that even for me. I really wouldn't care either way. I think I would.
For me, it's
I would probably lean Vertigo, just barely.
It feels similar to Umbrellas versus Zone, where it's, I don't know. It's like Vertigo is movies. Like it's in that same camp.
Vertigo is like is kind of the definition of a perfect movie.
Yeah.
It is the poster child for a perfect movie. Because even 2001, I think you could explain to me why that's not a perfect movie. Vertigo, I'd have trouble if someone said, yeah, it's not perfect.
Yeah.
Close Up is so special to me, so.
I love it. Yeah, Kiarostami's work is just beautiful. It's so hard to pick. I don't know.
If Jake was going Vertigo.
Yeah, that's already done.
I think I'm going Vertigo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Would you have gone Close Up?
I don't know what I honestly, I should probably call it just for the sake of
so tough,
the
dude.
record. But
I also, again, the Herman score for Vertigo, it kind of maybe gives it the edge.
yeah, it's probably Vertigo. Just as a film, yeah, it's got to be Vertigo, I think.
Dude, Vertigo is, goodness gracious. The freight train.
Wait, are we back up at the top?
No, we're like third.
No, you want me to read them? Because I'm actually like selecting them.
Okay,
I can
then yeah,
see them.
Mason can get it for us.
Yeah, I'm just a little. Yeah, go ahead and read off the next one.
Okay, next we got Oppenheimer and Birth.
I got my answer.
Birth.
That's actually not easy for me.
I mean, Oppenheimer is so great, but come on, man. Come on.
He's like devil talking to me. He goes, come on, man. Pick Birth. I mean, it doesn't matter if you all go on Birth. It doesn't matter what I would have picked. But
No, but I want to hear your argument, though.
It's close. I mean, I would probably go Birth. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's like, oh, yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Next, we're getting through this fast. Next, we have this is 2 great American films: Get Out and Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
Okay. Once again, that's not just like super easy, like off the cuff for me, but I love Get Out.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one is not. We're gonna have to think about this one. No Country, La Haine. That's hard.
Dude, okay, let me talk.
Okay, that is like actually really hard.
My first viewing of No Country was so bad. I was in the MTSU dorms. The Wi-Fi was not working. It stopped
Yeah, I
right
remember that,
after.
yeah.
It stopped right after Josh Brolin's character died. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Oh gosh. Have you
Should I
rewatched
not
it?
let that one fly?
If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Just
Okay.
go watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
No, it is fine. Have you rewatched it since then?
I haven't, but I can't.
Oh,
I can't
gosh.
stop thinking about it, and I think that's one of the greatest endings, like of the past.
Yeah,
and I was so mad.
Again, this is two perfect movies.
I was so mad when I saw the ending. He's like, then I woke up, and I was like, what? Why did it end there? No, that is one of the greatest endings. Cutting to Tommy Lee
amazing.
Jones, that monologue about his father in the dream, it is so good. That might be McCarthy. I don't know if that was.
I think it is. I think it partially.
It's just- it's a
Cormac.
fantastic
I think they changed it
adaptation.
a little bit, and I think in the ending of the book there's one dream, and in No Country there's two.
Mhm.
I could be wrong.
That's
And
one
the-
of the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, your first watch wasn't great, but my first watch of No Country was like a life-changing moment for me. Like, I watched.
Oh,
that,
dude,
like,
same. But
I watched
I
that in
gotta
high.
say,
I watched that
Lohan
in
might
high
be
school.
a better first-time viewing for me because that was like that ending hit me like a freight train, and I was thinking, oh, this is a top 3 movie of all time. When I finished Lohan, I legit thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I watched No Country in high school, like it changed. It genuinely just like changed the way I thought about movies in a lot of ways, and that's actually the only time I've seen No Country. I haven't watched it in like 5-6 years. I remember like everything about it. Like that, it was just such a vivid watch, you know.
Yeah, I've seen it 2 or 3 times now. It's very special. Same with Lohan though.
I don't know. This is such a good matchup. It's really hard.
I will say Lohan has slipped a little bit, like kind of in my all-time rankings. Yeah. But it was already higher than No Country, so now they're kind of like dead even.
I would probably pick No Country, honestly.
I think I might as well.
I'm fine with that, honestly.
Lehen is so great, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the bathroom scene. You've got the...
Dude, that bathroom scene is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Okay.
There's so many great sequences.
Next up, Fire Walk with Me, Fargo. We could have an all Coen brother matchup in the Elite Eight.
Well, it's going to be Firewalk with
I would
me.
pick Firewalk with Me over Fargo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would
Yeah.
as well. I would as well. I do think Fargo is like unbelievable. One of my favorite movies. Okay, 2 American classics: Jurassic Park, Silence of the Lambs.
Jurassic
This
Park.
is really tough.
I'd pick Silence of the Lambs
What?
personally.
Whoa,
Okay, that's fair.
really?
Yeah.
I like
I-
Silence of the Lambs, but I got to go Jurassic Park.
I don't have much reason. I just like it more.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would. I need to rewatch Silence. I would probably go Jurassic.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that.
Cool.
And the last Sweet 16 matchup:
Oh, no.
Umbrellas, Mulholland Drive. That's tough, dude.
That's so hard.
Umbrellas.
I might go Umbrellas.
I might go Umbrellas.
Whoa!
But I
No! This it has to be Mulholland.
I don't know. Tell me
Do
why.
it, though?
Talk me into it.
I will say that we briefly had this conversation after we watched it when we were here, but the way that Lynch captures the disillusionment of someone coming to this city, impeccable. Just I've told people out here like you have your Naomi Watts moment, getting off of the plane and getting in LA, and then 7 months later you're like her at the end of the movie. I mean, this is like a legit thing. This happens. And the scene where she's doing the read with the guy and it gets weird and
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
there's just
man.
all
Well,
this weird
okay.
industry
I don't know,
stuff.
man. You're kind of winning me
And
over.
Yeah.
it's just so LA, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's an all-timer.
Honestly, I'm flipping. I'm going with Mason.
Me too.
Mulholland.
Let's go!
Mulholland. Let's go Mulholland.
When you talked about the reading scene, I was like, yeah, never mind. I can't go
Yeah.
against it.
Because you're like... You
Also, just like I don't know, the Silencio scene, like the nightclub. It's unbelievable.
He's playing the trumpet.
He goes,
"No
"What
ha-
you
look,
are
Mom, no
about to
hands."
see is not real," and
Yeah.
then he just puts down the trumpet. Also, dude, Billy Ray Cyrus, like that should put it over the edge.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's a 10. I
Yep,
forgot.
yep.
Yeah.
Let's
and
go.
It's so funny though. It's like you're watching the beginning of the movie. You're like, man, Naomi Watts is such a bad actor, and then
Yeah.
you see the scene with her in the reading room, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, she has it. Also,
And then
I remember when we watched that for the first time, Ethan, and like she gets off the plane and she's like hamming it up so
Yeah.
much, and it's all ADR, and
Yeah.
you're just like, what is this? Like, you
Yeah,
just
no, the
messed this
ADR
up.
is terrible. I'm like, what movie are we watching? This is off. This is the worst thing I've ever
Yes.
seen. And then you just get these gut wrenching performances after she wakes up from the
But
dream,
see,
and you're like, what is going? It's just the most cognitive dissonance ever. Like you're just so confused and disoriented when you're watching it. You're like, what is this film?
And that, honestly, like, I just want to talk about this again since it's so fresh on the mind, but that's how I've felt watching The Return. I feel like The Return goes back and forth between that. You know what I mean?
Yep, it does. It definitely does.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 8 movies left,
Man, okay.
and one of them is gonna win.
All right.
Okay, up top, Alien and Vertigo. Vertigo feels like a freight train at this point.
Vertigo.
Vertigo.
Yeah, that might go all the way. As soon as it beat close up, I was like, yeah, it might be over.
Yeah.
Birth and Pride and Prejudice.
Birth.
Pride and Prejudice.
What?
Wait, what?
So now you're going Pride and Prejudice? This is when you go Pride and Prejudice?
Well,
really?
it took,
Why wouldn't Pride and
it took
Prejudice
out
on the
Memories
last
of
one?
Murder, so I feel like maybe now he it
Okay.
gotta go all the
I don't
way.
know.
I'm going Birth. Sorry. Birth does things to me that Pride and Prejudice cannot.
He's like my sunshine. You changed my life.
Yeah.
Basically the equivalent
It's.
to LeBron.
I was gonna say it's the movie equivalent of LeBron James for me.
Yeah,
Mm,
Jacob.
we've had this conversation like 20 times already, but just like, I really don't care which one either advances. You know what I mean? Like, they're both like neck and neck.
Okay. I got you. So remember the hallway scene when she's like, "Sean, I don't want you bothering me again,"
It's a good one.
and then
He goes, wait a second. That is
and then
pretty
her
good.
husband talks to him. He's like, "Stop talking to my wife," and then
Yeah,
he
that's a good
walks
one.
off, and then Sean literally collapses, and the score comes in.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, dude. What about
But
the
think about
bathtub
Pride and
scene?
Prejudice during the rain. The
Yeah,
argument in the rain.
sure. You got the rain scene, but you also got the bathtub scene from Birth. I mean, come on.
Oh, what the?
Exactly.
He goes, wait, what?
One of the most visceral theater.
But what
responses.
about Matthew McFadden's hand flex?
Okay, what about the flowers drooping in Birth and then her running into the ocean?
I think
I'm going Birth.
Pride and Prejudice is a perfect movie. I think Birth is a better movie though. I think you got it.
Let's go.
I don't know though.
I'm fine with Birth. Hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
Can I see the bracket real quick
Yeah,
though?
yeah, you got it.
because I just need to.
Birth has moved on into the final.
Well,
four.
now, yeah, that Final Four matchup is crazy. Oh my gosh, we got a doozy here.
Is it No Country versus
No-
Fire Walk with Me?
No Country versus Fire Walk with Me. Yep. Just complete silence. Let me look at where I have these ranked in my list. Kind of curious.
No Country versus Fire Walk with Me.
That's really tough. I have so my top 100 list, which is like combination of best and favorite, whatever. No Country is at 34. Fire Walk with Me is at 36. This could not be closer.
wow.
Like,
And those are fairly like fluid. I know they change for you sometimes. So
that changes all the time,
Yeah.
dude. Like, Mulholland Drive used to be like 30, and now it's in the top 10.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it changes all the time.
I mean,
I've been saying this. I think No Country is the better movie.
I think it is.
I think I like Fire Walk With Me more, and Fire Walk With Me might be more important to me.
I think these are their.
It's like dead even.
These are like both directors' best work, in my opinion.
See, I would disagree with that, but well, for Coen Brothers, yes, but I mean, Mulholland, bro. We could have an all Lynch Final Four,
We might.
like one of the matchups at least, not all four, but
I do love Twin Peaks so much, and I think that.
I mean, I certainly would not be upset with Fire Walk With Me.
Yeah, I do
winning
love
this matchup. Also, go listen to the Fire Walk With Me episode that Ethan and I did. We'll have to do a redux with Jacob.
Yeah, we will.
But like Fire Walk With Me is just like, I don't know. I definitely agree with you, Mason. Like, I do think No Country like might be a better movie than Fire Walk With Me, but I just feel like Fire Walk With Me is everything.
I'm gonna go Fire Walk With Me.
Emblematic of David Lynch and Twin Peaks.
It is, and it's so like, I just love the Laura Palmer stuff.
Yeah, I think it's
where
Fire Walk
it's
With
like,
Me, honestly.
He's like, okay, let's just like make a prequel and like see how messed up and also how like unloved this girl was.
Yeah.
Okay, rip No Country.
This makes me want to rewatch No Country.
Yeah.
I might have to do that later.
We'll have to do an episode. We haven't done one yet.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, last matchup: Jurassic Park, Mulholland Drive.
Next.
Dude, the Final Four is crazy, bro. We have in the first
Is it
matchup
Birth versus
Vertigo and
Vertigo?
Birth. In the second one, Fire Walk With Me, Mulholland Drive. We at least have one Lynch gonna be in the final. Vertigo or Birth?
Bro, I don't want to be a
It's-
meat rider. I'm going Birth. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Vertigo. It's gotta be
No.
Vertigo.
Come on,
It's gotta
Birth.
be
Come on,
Vertigo.
Birth, man. Give me Birth.
Mason,
Come on.
help me.
Come on, Birth.
It's got to be Vertigo.
It's Glazer, man.
You just saw it in 70 millimeter.
Man, think about the runtime of Birth, though. I mean, it's airtight. Not a second is wasted. And think about how you feel after
I don't
watching
think a second's wasted in Vertigo either.
I think Vertigo dragged a little bit. Towards the tail end of the second act. Tail end of the second act.
Let's not be silly.
Yeah, don't be getting
It's
silly.
Vertigo.
It is Vertigo. It's great.
I don't think Vertigo drags at all, really.
I agree.
I don't know. I felt its
think
length a little
that
bit.
The dream sequence with the Saul Bass, like animated stuff.
And we saw the actual cells at the museum.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like
That
the
is
Vertigo
true.
cells.
That's also the first CGI ever in a movie. That the Saul Bass like dream sequence. That's like an all-time dream sequence. For me. What?
I'll screenshot it and send it to you. We're not
he's
gonna air
gonna
it
send
out.
it
We're
to
not
you.
gonna air it out like that. We're not gonna air it out like that.
I swear, if it's the bathtub scene, bro.
No. It's not that. It's not that.
Send it to him ASAP.
Yeah. Just don't say anything, but you'll know what
Okay.
you'll know what I'm talking about. Check your phone.
I can't.
Sorry, we just had to we had to
A little dunking.
dunk on a take really quick.
Look. Let's not beat around the bush. Birth is an all-time movie for me. That was one of the best theater experiences for me. Vertigo is like a top 10 movie ever. This has to be Vertigo.
I'm not mad that Birth is getting
think
beat by Vertigo. I'll pick Birth, but Vertigo probably. I mean, it might well be.
Hey,
the
what
better
a run from Birth, bro.
Yeah. Shout out
It
to
literally
Birth.
had Taste of Cherry in the first round.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh. Okay. Now, in my opinion, we have the two best David Lynch
movies, yeah.
works. Fire Walk With Me and Mulholland Drive.
I think this just comes down to Ethan because we both.
Yeah,
already said our
and it's
favorites.
also just, I mean, it for me, honestly, it's a toss-up, and it's kind of personal taste. Like,
Wait,
but
I wanna,
yeah,
I want to
I mean,
add. I want to add
you
another
know
thing.
I'm going Mulholland Drive, dude.
I
I think it was always like one of my favorite movies, but I can't explain to you how much like. It's just you see weird stuff happening around here, and it's just like, okay, yeah, maybe Lynch wasn't that weird.
I want to add this. I think I didn't say this earlier. I think Fire Walk with Me is Badalamenti's best score.
Yeah, it might be that dude. The classical music needle drop at the end. What piece is that?
I forget. I don't even remember.
Chills.
Is it Wagner? For some reason, I'm thinking it's Wagner.
But definitely not Wagner. It's it's late. It's like maybe early romantic, but hold on. I think it's like classical period.
Oh, it's Requiem in C minor by Luigi Cherubini. Cherubini.
What's it called? Requiem
in C minor. The specific part from the film is in the final movement. Supposedly.
When was this? Yep. Okay, I was about right. So it was like romantic, late classical, early romantic. So, the work was greatly admired by Beethoven, Schumann, Berlioz, and Brahms. Yeah. So around when? Let's see. When did Mozart die? Okay, so yeah, it was in the interim. He died in like 1791. So this was like during the era of Beethoven's like third stage compositionally. So yeah, kind of late classical, not quite romantic. Yeah, that's I actually don't know anything about the composer really.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't.
Yeah, classic. So it says he's a classical and a romantic composer. He lived from 1760 to 1842. Oh, wow! Beethoven regarded him as the greatest living composer of the era. That's high praise.
Whoa.
But yeah, Rossini loved his operas, and Rossini was like kind of the guy for opera until like Wagner and Puccini came around, and Strauss. So yeah.
So who are you picking, Ethan?
Well, okay, brass tacks, Jacob.
Jacob's just sitting there like,
all right, come on.
Can I make my case for Mulholland Drive?
Go for it.
And then Jacob can make.
Yeah. I'll hear both. We'll do a courtroom style.
I kind of just made my case.
Yeah.
2 rounds ago when it was.
No. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
I think that Fire Walk with Me, a lot of it is very special because of the original show. I think Mulholland Drive alone, like solely, is like just an incredible feature.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with him like building on the show. Like I actually kind of like that, and we wouldn't have gotten the return and all that. But it just stands alone. I think it's his best movie.
Yeah, I think I kind of said my piece earlier, but basically just I think that like Fire Walk with Me is just everything about David Lynch in one whole piece. It wraps the bow, but it encapsulates Twin Peaks and like his visual style. I think Laura Palmer's his best character. But like think about like the feeling of Fire Walk with Me. Like that it is brutal and
devastating, yeah.
It's just unbelievably devastating, but you know, like when like in the context of the show, like it's like I teared up at the end because it made me think about season 2, episode 9 of Twin Peaks when Leland is dying and he says he sees a light at the end of the tunnel and it's Laura with her wings asking and he's asking her for forgiveness.
Wow.
Dang, bro, you finna convince me.
and you know and I think like people who like mainly, let's say like just watch Twin Peaks, are like Fire Walk with Me is confusing. I don't like there is definitely a lot of strange and intense imagery, but like David Lynch laid it all out in season 1 when Alfred said that Bob is just meant to represent all the evil that men do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's just Fire Walk with Me. It is a evil and dark movie, but in the context of the show, it just makes it weirdly human and even more beautiful. I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, these are two of my favorite movies ever. Honestly, the three movies that are left, like I don't mind either of them winning. So.
It's such a hard pick. It's such a hard pick. And I hate to be, the tiebreaker on this. Give me just 1 second.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Philip Jeffries.
Justin Theroux in pink paint.
That's what I was literally just thinking of, yeah.
David Lynch's son wearing the mask.
Man, it's too hard.
David Bowie.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's Fire Walk With Me.
Yeah.
Special Agent Philip Jeffries.
W. Dude, I forget how fun the opening of Fire Walk With Me is because they couldn't get, like, that, like, McLaughlin, like, didn't want to be a part of it, and then they, like, got him, like, 5 days, so they just kind of, like, threw him in there. And,
Yeah.
like, the David Bowie stuff's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Man. Okay.
It's so cool, though.
It really is, like, neck and neck with his work. It's just, like, him at his best.
It's just personal
like,
taste, man. It's just a toss-up, really.
Yeah.
I am glad that we, like, all agree that Fire Walk With Me is, like, amazing, though.
Fire Walk
Some
With Me is
people
so
just,
great.
Like, don't.
I think... Dude, this is killing me. I'm just gonna pick, but like...
Dude, Mulholland Drive's, like, one of the most important movies ever made.
Yeah. I think I might go Fire Walk With Me just because the arc of Laura Palmer. I think it's the subtext that does it for me. It's the subtext, and I think the just.
But what about living your LA dream and it falling apart?
It's incredible. It's genius, and the way he presents it, it's amazing. But I don't know. I think just. Even though Mulholland Drive might be more experimental in its way of storytelling, like, dude, it's so out there. But I think Twin Peaks is just, like Fire Walk With Me. It's just so tragic, man. It's like, it's a culmination of this huge body of work they've been building to. Yes, it's not standalone, but it's. I don't know. It's like a Greek tragedy, or Shakespearean.
No,
it
it
feels you have this existential sense of dread because you know what's going to happen. And just Laura was sort of this character that we don't really understand in the show, and then getting to see her arc and and how there were people in her life
how truly brutal her existence was,
and how there was really nobody in her corner who was there to help her. It's
I will say I mean obviously I think Mulholland Drive is more relatable. I mean that's
for
just
sure,
personal.
yeah.
But Fire Walk With Me is just so like touching, and like the emotional resonance of it is unbelievable.
And I'm like, Mulholland Drive might be the better movie. I probably like it better, but like I think I'm gonna go Twin Peaks on this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Philip Jeffries for the dub.
Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me versus Vertigo. Dude, this is tough.
Yeah.
Vertigo is movies.
Vertigo is the better movie, I think. But it's another case of I would probably rather watch Fire Walk With Me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would enjoy watching Fire Walk With Me more. That kind of sounds weird, but I just love living in the Lynch world. I mean, I know it's like very disturbing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's not be mistaken. I mean, Vertigo is the better movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
But that doesn't mean we have to pick it either.
That's true. I'll put one in for Fire Walk with Me. I mean, just to make things interesting.
Oh goodness.
Wow. It's difficult because it's like when I judge these two movies together, I can't help but think about Twin Peaks, just like as a whole package.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's just like a difficult matchup per se. And I think these are both like perfect movies, but it's hard, like for me, like as someone who's just like really loves Twin Peaks and just like very emotionally invested in that universe and show. Like that's a whole
It's a universe.
It's a whole universe that I'm in, and that's just different from Vertigo. And it feels
no,
like,
it
it
is.
feels it feels like
and I will
cheating.
say I haven't I did my huge Twin Peaks thing like 2 years ago, and I'm a little bit distanced from it now, but
and I'm like in the thick of it. So
yeah, and I just remember when I was in the thick of it, like nothing could stop that, like my love for it. I mean, obviously I still love it, but I just got so enveloped in it, and then I watched The Return, and it was just like mind blowing, and yeah. So I understand where you're at.
yeah, but
let's not be mistaken. My vote is going to Vertigo.
I think I gotta go Vertigo.
Okay.
I think I do, but just because it just feels weird to like. It just feels weird pitting these two up against each other, and Vertigo's Vertigo.
For the sake of it,
just what else can you say?
For the sake of it, Mason, what would you have taken, Vertigo versus Mulholland Drive? Because I might have gone Vertigo actually.
Well, that's very interesting because let me look at my list. Mulholland Drive is number 8 and Vertigo is number 9.
Wow.
On my all-time list. So that is like literally a toss-up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to give you an answer on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess looking at my list, I would say Mulholland Drive.
Wow.
Definitely now more just because seeing Vertigo in 70 was like a heavenly experience. It was spiritual. I can't even explain it.
Mm-hmm.
But Mulholland Drive just resonates with me so much more now that I'm out here.
Yeah.
I do think I've still never seen Mulholland Drive in a theater. I think if I watched Mulholland Drive in a theater, like it might be like a top 5 movie for me.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's just really, really special.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more, I don't know, there's more to dissect, there's more to think about. But Vertigo's basically perfect, so it's tough.
Yeah.
All right, we did it.
We did.
I do just want to point out really quick that the birth region of the bracket was insane. It had Oppenheimer, Dune Part 2, Taste of Cherry, Birth, Paris, Texas, Get Out, Old Boy, Prisoners, Memories of Murder, Taxi Driver, Pride and Prejudice, and Barry Lyndon.
Shout out to Jonathan Glazer.
And Birth made it out of all of that.
Shout out to Jonathan Glazer.
That's how highly we think of Birth.
Yeah.
Those are all just though, like every single movie you just listed has a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like all 10s, dude, or they all could be. That's insane.
Honestly, I'm sad.
Right.
I'm honestly like saddest about the period pieces going up against each other because I do love Barry Lyndon so much.
Yeah.
Nah, that was tough. I think the worst.
Or no, the Do the Right Thing, Fire Walk with Me was also really
awful.
tragic.
That was awful.
that was Do the Right Thing, Fire Walk with Me was definitely the hardest first round.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy that Fire Walk with Me was in the final and we almost didn't take it in the first round.
Yeah. But it's a different bracket.
It's
a different
that's
bracket.
kind of surreal. Yeah.
And if that just ain't the experience of March, I don't know what is.
Yeah. For real, man. It got hot at the right time. What can we say?
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Literally, fire.
Yeah.
All right.
What a gauntlet. What a beautiful gauntlet.
Man.
I could do these for days.
Wait, what won last year?
I believe 12 Angry Men won last year.
Yeah.
12 Angry Men or Vertigo?
No, it was 12 Angry Men.
Which one would I take?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
12 Angry Men is kind of fallen just a little bit for me.
I would probably
around
take
that
Vertigo.
20 range.
12 Angry Men is just like so airtight.
It's great. It's like
But dude, Vertigo's a better movie.
But yeah, no, 12 Angry Men's. Vertigo's just like cinema.
12 Angry Men.
Men is so good and it's so tight, but a lot of what's working for Vertigo, it might be the best use of color ever. And 12 Angry Men just like
12 Angry Men.
I feel like
it could be an excellent like stage play. It can be done in various formats. Vertigo can only be a film.
I feel like they're two of the best movies in their like respective fields. Like Vertigo is just like so fantastic visually, and 12 Angry Men is just like one of the best like screenplays ever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I don't.
I'm looking. I'm getting on the Instagram and seeing. Oh, we don't have the winners on here. I believe. I know that I vividly remember last year advocating for Eraserhead, and I'm pretty sure it got to like the final four or the final.
I remember the final. Wasn't the final four like? I thought it was like Vertigo, 12 Angry Men, Eraserhead, and Phantom Thread.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Vertigo made it really far because. Or maybe Rear Window did, because in the second round, Rear Window beat La La Land, and then it just like kept going.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely Rear Window because we didn't have
Vertigo on there.
Vertigo in here last year.
I just remember it was A. Hitchcock. Wasn't sure which one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 12. I think it was. I believe the final was 12 Angry Men versus Rear Window, which is
That's crazy.
That was a great Final Four last year.
Yeah.
It was a great Final Four this year.
But you have to remember last year, like we had. Let me see. We had Free Guy. We had the Emoji Movie. We had. 500 Days of Summer. We had like a bunch of not good movies.
Yeah.
Grown Ups.
It was a little rough.
But you gotta do it.
So.
Man. What a bracket.
All right, we did it.
What a
What's up
bracket.
next?
Man, what is
Are
that?
we going to do a Tree of Life Redux?
I think
I think up next, be looking out for some Malg Mondays and
maybe we do some Malik leading up to Tree of Life Redux, because the anniversary is May 27th, which is Nadia's birthday, so we'll have to do it beforehand and then release it. But
Okay, sweet.
yeah, I think I don't know. We could maybe do a I would be cool with not doing a Days of Heaven one, but I'd love to do like a Thin Red Line.
I was gonna say, I was thinking,
Night of Cups.
I think I told you all this, but I went to the Vista and watched Days of Heaven I think it was in 35.
Yeah.
Which, dude, I mean, come on, that's like it kind of changed my perception of that movie.
Really? Okay. I mean, visually, yeah, it's great.
But I definitely shouldn't have shown you all a Tree of Life first, and like don't like I know we've talked about like watching Night of Cups, like don't do any of that. Like watch the early stuff first,
Okay.
or you're gonna be like so lost.
We could do Thin Red Line. We could do
Thin Red Line, New World,
Badlands.
Badlands,
Yeah.
Days of Heaven. Those are the four. And then it kind of gets, and then the separation is like Tree of Life, and then post Tree of Life.
yeah. We're just gonna do that leading up to Way of the Wind.
that'll work. French New Wave stuff too.
I guess if it comes out, if it ever comes out.
I would maybe not like I'm not thinking like soon, but maybe like later this summer I'd be interested in doing some Paul Thomas Anderson leading up to the release of
That's a great idea.
One Battle After
Yeah.
Another.
I was gonna say, yep.
Yeah.
So,
I'm definitely going to be watching Boogie Nights soon.
yeah.
Boogie Nights was great.
Still haven't seen it.
It's a great
Kinda
movie.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I think maybe once Ethan watches Magnolia, we could probably do an episode on that because I think that'd be a fun one to discuss.
Mm-hmm. Magnolia, Phantom Thread,
Ooh, we haven't done Phantom
There
Thread.
Will Be
Seven
Blood.
and
I mean,
Phantom
any
Thread.
of them.
Yeah.
Really. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I need to rewatch There Will Be Blood, dude.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, someone see us out.
Roll that outro music.